Hey everybody, welcome in to Joe's Bowling Sports and Ministry Talks TV, where you get your bowling, your sports, your ministry, your talks, your TV, a bonus of some cooking, and a little bit of yarn from my lovely, lovely wife who's right there, bling bling blah.
Hey,
How's everybody doing on this marvelous afternoon? It is Monday, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9/13/2020. 9/13/2021. That is what it is, guys. We had a blooper moment, so we went back and fixed that. Rewind. Come on back and fix that moment. If you don't know me, I do have a bit of blooper moments here on this channel. Um, so don't charge us in my heart. We have a good time over here. We like to laugh. We like to joke. We like to chat. We like to do all the above. So how's everybody doing on this afternoon? I won't be before you long today. I just wanted to come in and check on everybody, see how everybody's doing on, huh?
keep going. I'm sorry. Takes a while for that.
Yeah. So right now, waiting on my notification to come out, guys. So that's what I'm doing. As you know, for those who are going to go back and watch the replay, I am waiting for the notification to come out. So while we're waiting, I'm going to go share myself out. Let me see here. Let me go and share. That's pretty bad. I forgot what I was about to do, guys. Let's see. Let me do one more share place. I really need to start sharing to Instagram too, but I don't. That's not a good thing. Look at my baby in here. Hey, baby. Blessings, honey. I love you too. You little sweet thing you are. Just came right now. Let's see here. I'm telling you, YouTube takes forever to share. Takes forever to share out my notifications.
I think it's a streaming right. YouTube connection. Like streaming right on YouTube.
Hey, Triple Lord. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? Look at Angela, the crafty fairy godmother in the building. Hey, Angela, how you doing?
Bells on. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all for having y'all bell on. Crafting with Jenny's in the building. How you doing, Jenny? Look at everybody got their bells on. I'm so happy that you guys have your bells on. That's so amazing. So how's everybody doing on this marvelous afternoon? I'm so glad to see you all. Blessings to you, Triple Lord. I'm so happy to see you all. It's such a blessed Monday. Yes, it is an awesome, awesome Monday. We all woke up. So that made it even better, guys. That made it even better. So I'm excited to be here. Tell me what you guys have going on this awesome, awesome Monday. And then I'm going to tell you guys what I have going on after we get some, after everybody tells us what you guys have going on. Then I'll tell you guys what I have to do this afternoon. So I'm doing good today. That is awesome. You said I'm amazing. How was your weekend? Good morning, Joe and Jack. How you doing? Blessings to you. My weekend was absolutely amazing. Friday night, I had bowling. Saturday, well, I pretty much did the same thing this week. I'm thinking about last weekend. We had like picnics and stuff, but this weekend it was good though. I had bowling. Then Saturday I had choir rehearsal. And then Sunday we had church. Awesome, awesome service yesterday. Y'all know I love to minister the word of God. I love ministering praise and worship. Hey, Tina B, welcome in, Lord. Blessings to you. I love ministering praise and worship, so I was absolutely. He said, I'm looming my poncho, my Poochie, a sweater. Oh, Lord, it took me a minute for that to respond to me to get in my head, Jenny Lord. It did. It took a minute for that to kind of register in my brain. Don't charge it to me. It surely did take a minute. I don't know why it did. I'm like, Poncho Poochie. But yes, I did get the privilege of ministering yesterday. Well, I usually do every Sunday, but depending on which praise team is ministering. Hey Tammy, how you doing? Blessings to you.
Hey Tammy, hey, thank y'all so much. I'm happy that y'all here.
Yes, we are. So happy that you all are here. Thank you all for coming in today. Hi, join everyone just listening. So chatting.
Probably no chatting for me.
Oh, no chatting. Okay.
No worries.
That's awesome.
We just
Either
appreciate
way,
you
we
here.
appreciate you for being here.
That's a blessing that you're here. I know y'all be working and stuff at this time. And
so anybody that can be here, I so appreciate you guys being here.
Nice.
Totally appreciate you. And so that's pretty much my weekend. How was you guys' weekend? What did you guys do this weekend? Hope you did something fun. And I'm glad you are doing well today, Angela. I'm well today as well. What do you guys have going on today? For me, I will be probably here in the next hour and a half getting ready for a funeral today. It was kind of sprung on me at the last minute that asked me could I sing for the funeral. I still don't know what songs I'm singing yet. I know one of the songs, but the other ones I don't know yet. So I'm still kind of. And my wife said my weekend was great. That's awesome. I'm glad your weekend was great. I saw that you did some new videos over the weekend. Got some work done. Did some videos that you haven't released yet, but you are getting them out. That's awesome. Yes, and Crafting Virginia said blessed. That's awesome. Always good to be blessed. That's hey. As long as we're alive, we're blessed, right? Tripler, what did you do this weekend? Angela, what did you do this weekend? Tina B, what did you do this weekend? Everybody in the chat, what did you guys do this weekend? Did you do anything special? Do anything new? Hey, Sister Jane, we love you too. And Sister Jane said, love you, bro, Joe. And Sister Jane, I am here. I'm running errands, but here. I'm so glad to have you here, Sister Jane Law. And my wife said, our weather is 72. You said, I am puppy sitting for 2 weeks. Oh, okay. Angela's puppy sitting. So, Angela, do you have any pets yourself? Or you just said, I'll puppy sit? Because, see, some people, like me, I wouldn't puppy sit. I'm not, I don't have any puppies or any dogs or cats. So I wouldn't puppy sit, you know. But you might be used to puppy sitting. You know, I'm not used to puppy sitting. So I wouldn't. Would you puppy sit?
No, I could if it was okay. I might, but if I knew the puppy already, I can't puppy sit anybody because if I don't know the puppy don't know me well and then start acting a fool because they miss their owner, like that's not gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like they be duking for no reason because they're nervous or something, and scratching up stuff. Like only if I know.
So I think that was a no from my wife. My wife said no to the puppy sitting law. And I think it's kind of the same for me. I'm not a puppy sitter. I don't mind doing a bit of puppy sitting. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. And Sister Jane said, Angela, that is precious. Angela, love you. So, Tripler, what'd you do? Anybody else do anything fun? Anything new? Joanne said, hey, Dana.
Hey.
Joanne, you do anything new, Lord? Anything new you did over the weekend? Anything special? Y'all tell me. Y'all talk to me. Y'all tell me about these things. Because I would like to know. You say, y'all want a puppy sit? No, I don't want a puppy sit. No triple law. You said, I have a cat. I'm at my friend's house, so I guess you could say that I'm house sitting too. Okay, that's cool. So you are in an environment that the puppy knows. So that makes it a little better. You know what I'm saying? She's at the house where the puppy resides.
Oh, that's cool.
So that makes it a little better. Because you actually in the place, the puppy's more familiar with its area, so it won't be so much like you're just constantly have to run after this puppy, keep the puppy out of your things and all that stuff. The puppy kind of knows its surroundings and won't kind of go and eat up stuff and all that. Excuse me, guy. Eat up stuff that don't belong to him. And Joanne said, "No, just crochet." And well, hey, it was fun for you. You said I absolutely did nothing. A very quiet weekend. Hey, sometimes quiet weekends are the best weekends. It's not a bad thing to have a quiet weekend. Not at all. Sometimes we need those quiet weekends where we can kind of think, meditate, kind of get ourselves together a little bit. And Sis Jane said, I had a decaf iced coffee over the weekend. That was new. Ha ha ha. Can I ask you, what made you drink coffee? Out of all things, Sis Jane said, let me have some coffee. Let me have coffee. I got it right here.
Oh, the morning? I was going to make some more.
And Sis Jane said it was new and exciting. Lord help her. So how was it? Did you enjoy it, or you just? Sis Jane, do you actually like coffee, or you just can't drink it? Is that the reason why you just can't drink it? Do you actually like the coffee? Go ahead, Ben.
Finish it?
Yeah, you can finish it. Yeah. Do you actually like coffee or no? Because I never understood that. She's like, I'm full on coffee, but I don't know if you like it or you just can't drink it. Because sometimes people just can't drink something, and that's how it be. And everybody's telling Sis Jane they love them. Look at everybody loving on Sis Jane. Everybody loving on Holy. You love Holy? Say, hey, Holy, love you.
Hey, Holy, love you.
Where you, Lord? Like, and he said, I love you, Sis Cribs and Pretty Crochet. My wife is over here napping a bit. We're just okay. And I'm just over here talking. Get my talk on just a little bit. But it's all good.
They want to celebrate Kelly's Crochet Adventures birthday?
Sure, we'll go, Kelly. I go. Kelly, baby, right there, too. Go, Kelly. It's your birthday. Come on. I go, Kelly. It's Kelly's birthday, man. You want to sing a duet, Kelly's birthday song? We're going to sing a duet. Look at these, Lord. You said my stomach.
Guys, girl.
And Crafty with Jenny said, sending love. Thank you so much for sending that love.
Yes, Jenny, we appreciate you being here, Jenny.
Yes, Lord.
Jenny. Me and Jenny was like peas and carrots. Yes.
Lord. And you said my stomach cannot take it. And this is one was no exception.
Yeah, all because of that. She called me doing that to me.
So it make you dookie.
Oh.
Wow, Sis Jane, but Sis Jane bottom would smell like roses, remember? But roses would smell like boo boo.
Oh yeah, she got a sweet pea and a sweet dookie.
Yeah, but roses would smell like boo boo. Caroline, everybody sit my niece is in the building, Lord. She said, "Love you, family. Love you too, niece, Lord." She said, "Bless and Crafty Virginia." She said, "Love you very much, Angela, the crafty fairy godmother." Look at that. Angela got that name, that ring, don't she? Angela, the crafty fairy godmother. It doesn't make you want to just go to your channel and see, is this a godmother? Is she got some fairy in her blood? Is she doing a little sprinkle? A little sprinkle of fairy dust? That's how it makes me feel when I look at Angela's channel. So guys, I know y'all probably seen the title. You are what you eat, right? He said, Wolf without picking up his Walmart order, he might be able to say hi. So look at Wolf picking up his Walmart order. Look at 20. 20, give me some of that hamburger you got in that order. Did Sis Jane, did you order you some oysters? Some mountain oysters today? Or some sea oysters? Is that what you having for dinner? And Jesus said she love you, TT Lord.
I love it, guys, girl.
You having some of the mountain oysters, some of them sea oysters, Lord? He said, God, glad you are here crafting with Jenny. Yes, we are glad you are here. Thank you for being here. Glad you are here, guys. Glad you are here. You said I did his order and he's getting hamburger. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Sister Jane, ain't nothing like some good old hamburger, Lord. Men 20 can sit down and have a hamburger eating contest. You don't see me and 20 do a hamburger eating contest live?
Yes.
We're going to have cheeseburgers. We'll have a cheeseburger eating contest. What I was going to say, guys? So, I know we always heard the phrase, you are what you eat, correct? I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. Have you ever heard that phrase?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to, have anybody ever heard that you are what you eat? You are what you eat. And I just want to give you said, sorry guys, on my phone, not good on the phone. Well, you're fine, Sis James. I'm so glad that you're here. So glad that you are actually here in the building. That is awesome. I know I keep asking you questions. You're like, bro, I just told you I was running errands, Lord. What are you doing asking me all these questions? Have you guys ever heard the phrase, you are what you eat? I know we all have heard that phrase. And the phrase you are what you eat simply means that it is important to eat good food in order to be healthy and fit. Example is the feeling you feel more energetic when you start eating salads and things like that. You start, you know what I'm saying? Compared to like if you're eating a cheeseburger and fry, you might feel good at that moment. You might get a little bit of energy at that moment. You know what I'm saying? But if you eat that salad, you get a little bit more energy for it. You get a little bit more pep in the step. You might not even fall asleep from eating that salad, that said salad. And even this, in the long run, from eating that salad, you even gonna have long lasting effects from eating that salad. Like you might even get a boost of energy later from eating that salad.
Okay.
You might even lose some weight later from eating that salad. If you eat it over a long period of time, you might, you know what I'm saying? You might get some of those things. Even like just like whatever we eat, we kind of it helps to nourish our bodies. Like for instance, let me give y'all for instance right quick. Let me give y'all for instance because I don't want to. So when feeding your body, there is healthy food and there is junk food. Mm-hmm. Both will in short run produce energy, right? But healthy food provides the right kinds of energy, and it enhances the operation of the body complex system, strengthens its ability, and it stops you from getting the diseases. On longevity, it does. It stops you from getting those things. Also, it gives you durability. You get even longevity, as far as like your lifespan. You get, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to longevity.
You get those even as far as your lifespan. And it also it don't contribute to the breaking down of your body over a long period of time. And like I said before, the weight gain we get from the unhealthy things. And guys, I was just wanted to talk about really, it's the same way spiritually. If we going around and we digesting all those negative things, they are going to break us down. They are going to break us down. They're going to break us down quick. It's going to tear our bodies up. It's going to mess with our mind. It's going to mess with our heart. It's going to mess with everything about us. Like, it's just going to tear us up. But if we ingest in those the things of God, we just say the things of God. If we are ingesting those things, we're going to have longevity. Because it's going to give us nourishment to our minds. It's going to nourish our souls. It's going to help push us into our destinies. Like we need that. Like we have to have spiritual nourishment. Like it's needed to have spiritual nourishment. If we taking in all those bad things, our bodies can't take that. Our minds and our souls cannot take that type. We think that, and all it does is it kills us. It kills us mentally and spiritually over a time period. Just like when we ingest bad foods over a time period, it tears us up. It messes us up. And it's the same way with that non-spiritual foods. They just it tears up all that negativity. Um, People coming to you with mess, and you taking all that in, the gossip, the naysayers, the cursing, the drinking, the smoking, like all that over a time period is gonna tear us up. Um, Even us not eating healthy, that's not, that's a sin. That's a sin. We Whether we want to look at it or not, say, oh, that sin ain't bad as it, but it's just every sin is the same. So we have to start taking in those spiritual foods so that we can grow spiritually. That's the way that we grow. If we continue to take in all those negative things, we can never grow. Um, like for instance, when we're taking in the proper nutrients in our body, like when we go to the doctor, we go to the doctor and we're taking in the proper nutrients. The doctor always say, "Oh man, you are growing in this area. You shooting up like a weed. You must be eating your what they always tell us to make sure you eat your Wheaties. Make sure you drink your milk. You know what I'm saying? Those are proper. Those are things that we need to help us. They help us grow. Those are good foods that help us grow. Um, and the stuff like the cheeseburgers and stuff, yeah, the cheeseburgers and all the greasy fried foods and all those things that we're ingesting on a daily basis. You always tell us not to eat those things or limit those things as much as possible because they tear our bodies down and they're not helping us grow. They're not helping us grow. And in the same way spiritually, if we got all that negativity always in our ears and all these other bad things is always there all the time, it's gonna tear us up. It's not gonna help us grow. We're not gonna ever grow. How can we ever grow if everything that comes out of our mouth or everything that comes in our space is negative? It's impossible. It's impossible. It is virtually impossible. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from just watching nobody. I'm speaking from experience. There was a point in time where gossip sounded good to me. There was a point in time where, just being real, we have to all be real here because that's how you grow. That's how you see your growth process. You wanted to know what everybody was doing on that side of the street and what everybody was doing on that side of the highway or wherever, however you want to look at it. You wanted to know what they were doing over there. So that type of stuff you want, hey, what they doing over there? How they doing back there? But now those things, as I have grown, those things don't sound good to me no more. That don't help me grow. I know that's not gonna help me in the long run. I know that's not what God want me to be a part of. Like I'm not supposed to be a part of that. I want to grow. So what I got to do, I got to start eating up some of those things that are good for me. Hey, Sis Brittany, how you doing? Hey, Terrence, welcome in. How y'all doing? Love y'all. How y'all doing on this beautiful afternoon? So what we got to do is we got to start getting into those things that's going to help us grow. Whether it's fasting, whether it's praying, whether it's getting with those like-minded Christians that is not going to bring you none of that nonsense to try to tear you down and stop you from growing. That's how it works. It always works like that. You are what you eat. Hey, Donna, blessings to you, morning to you. You are what you eat. And so if we eating up all those good things, if we in our word and we eating up our word on a daily basis, I was looking for my Bible and by me. But we eating up our word and we you know what I'm saying, we eating up that word of God all the time. And that's all we eating up and we everything that my wife spit in my knowledge, I'm eating that up. When Terrence give me a word, he give me a nugget, I'm eating that up. If my niece giving me a word, I'm eating that up. If Angela got a word or something wise to give me, I'm eating that up. If Sis Brittany giving me something in the morning, she praying in the morning, she eating all that up. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating that up. If it's Sis Jane, she like, bro Joe, I got she giving me some, or even this, she's just giving me that wisdom, that knowledge. You have to eat that up too. And we got to get to a point where we're not taking offense to things too. That's another thing that we have to do. because when we in a place of immaturity, we could take where people is trying to give us, they're trying to give us wisdom and knowledge, and we take it for as if they're trying to tell us what to do, or if they trying to push us in the direction that they went. That's another thing. We gotta make sure we pay attention to that. That's another part of knowing what to suck in and what not to suck in. Uh, and since Brittany said, "Look at that sexy shoulder over there," Ted said she love you, David. Ted said he love you.
Love you too, Minister.
And you know what I'm saying? So we are what we eat, y'all. So we really have to pay really close attention to that. Even our surroundings. I know a lot of us, and my wife had to minister to me on this, because I used to always say all the time, like, and I'm not saying like it's this always the case. But when I was growing up, I could be around people that was doing stuff and wouldn't do it. I could be around, but not necessarily that I was just there. But I would be like, bro, you don't need to be doing that. Like that was always me. Like if you go talk to my friends, like all my friends be like, oh, I already knew you was gonna be this. I already knew you was gonna be a minister. I already knew you was gonna be a mentor or some type of way, because even when we was kids, you was trying to get us out of trouble then. Like they always tell my wife this, you was always trying to get us out of trouble then. So I always knew you was gonna be something, because that's what you were doing. But me and my wife and my sons kind of got the same personality I got, like very very similar personality to what I was coming up. And my wife's like, well, if he's not doing it, then he don't need to be there, because of people. It's different now, babe, because people, if you're there, you're accountable. You're held accountable if you're there now. It's not like when we were coming up. Like it's not. And so they really hold you accountable if you're there, especially if you're not telling. You're held accountable, which my son is never in no mess like that. But I'm just saying, like, if you around like kids that's not doing what you're doing, that's just how you're held accountable. So you have to be mindful of that as well, because that's a part of being, you know what I'm saying. That's a part of you are what you eat. So whatever's there, we ingest it. We can start ingesting some of those things. So we got to be very very careful. Mm-hmm. You know, very very careful uh, with those things. So I'm gonna read a little bit of those. So similar, there are healthy promises and junk promises. Both will in short term produce hope, but healthy promises provide the right kind of hope and promote healthy promote health throughout your life, um, and throughout the human soul. Junk promises provide uh, toxic 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 situations and lead to soul death. Y'all hear that? So it can lead to soul death like right away. Hey, Nene, how you doing? Welcome in. So that's why we gotta be very, very mindful of, cause even that, y'all, I know it's hard to even think this way, but our friends, we can even be in toxic situations within our friends. And you know what I'm saying? We call them our friends, but they're actually toxic to us. I'm the first one to say right here, I raise my hand. I've had to get rid of friends. Wow. Because as I grew spiritually, I found out that they were toxic for me because they was not willing to change. Not saying that I wasn't going to keep praying for them, or not saying that I wasn't going to love them, okay, but you couldn't be up under me because I'm trying to rid myself of the backbiting, the gossiping, the cussing, and all that. Hey, really, TT, how you doing? Blessings to you. Good morning to you. I had to rid myself of that, you know what I'm saying, of that type of stuff. I didn't want to be a part of nobody that was, I couldn't be a part of that because I was trying to change my life. So if I'm trying to change my life, I can't be in nobody's circle who's getting drunk, who's smoking weed, who's getting high, because I want to change that. Like I want to change that in my life. I never was no alcoholic or nothing like that, but I was a smoker. And I did drink on occasionally, but if I'm seeing them doing it and I want to be in a social crowd, if I'm just new to this thing and I'm trying to be true to this thing, I have to start somewhere. So my first start is ridding myself and getting myself out of that circle. I know I can't be around this. I know I can't do what they doing. I don't want to do what they doing. I don't. It's not that I can't do what they doing. It's that I know I don't want to do what they doing. I want to grow. I can't eat what they eating.
Jesus.
If I want to grow.
My God, this is good.
I can't eat what they eating if I want to grow. And right now, at that point in time, they wasn't willing to. Hey, sister, blessing to you. They wasn't willing to switch it up and change. They wasn't ready yet. And not saying that we weren't gonna be friends. Not saying I wasn't gonna pray for them. Not saying I wasn't gonna be there if they called. But I couldn't be around that. Like, we couldn't be like we were because I was ready to change. I was ready to make that change for myself. And that's where you got to get. If you want to make a change, you got to change up the things that you're eating. Um, that you have to change up. Your surroundings is a huge. Your surroundings is huge, and the people that you're around is a huge thing that we have to change up if we want to see change in our lives. Spiritual food is needed, and a lot of times we got to be real. If When I was in the world, my friends wasn't eating them no spiritual food. We weren't trying to find no spiritual food. We was trying to find everything that feed that flesh, everything to feed our flesh, whether it was drinking, smoking, fornicating, whatever you want to say. You was trying to find everything to feed your flesh, everything to make you feel good at that moment. You're not trying to have anything that's going to make you feel good in the long run. Nothing was for you to feel good in the long. You know what I'm saying? It was no feel good situation in the long run. So that's why we have to be very careful about what we feeding ourselves. We got to be very careful. Um, it's needed. Um, so it says both physical and spiritual nutrition are important because we always become what we eat. We must take a greater care, though, in what we feed our souls because so much more is at stake. We got to take very careful. It's a lot at stake when at this point there's a lot of evidence, a lot of things that we have to worry about. We don't want to lose ourselves. I know me. I don't want to lose myself. And you can lose yourself trying to be like somebody else. Like you don't want to lose yourself trying to stay with the in crowd. You don't. The world and the devil are very aware that we feed our souls. Our soul promises, which is why, like junk food, junk promises are everywhere. They are heavily marketed. Heavily marketed. You ever think about that? Heavily marketed. Like we see so many things in this world that looks good, maybe tastes good, even feel good. But in the long run, we know it ain't gonna be for our good. So we gotta be very careful with that because the world markets those things for money purposes and make it look good to us. Even the gossip. There's TV shows out there that have all these guys, and they promote so much fighting and violence, and they add the gossip in there with the fighting and the violence to make it look good. And what they do to what do they do? What do they do with fighting gossip? I'm gonna ask this question, y'all. What do the world do with fighting gossip and people to make it look good? What is one of the major things the world use? What do they use and make people think, oh, I could do that? What do they do? What do they do? Think about it. What do they do? You know, baby?
To make something look good, look easy.
Fight. No, what do they do? Like, how do they promote it?
Promote.
Fighting, gossip. Fighting and gossip. How do they promote it? What do they do? Like, what is one of the major promotions that they do to make us think, oh, we could do that and make money off of it? What do they use? How they do it? Anybody in the chat? Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Blessings to you. What do they do? What is one of the major things they do? If nobody knows, then I'll tell you. It's something that we all like to watch. A lot of us like to watch. And that's reality shows. They take and they throw fighting, gossip. They throw fighting and they throw gossip in there. And they be like, oh man, we could do that. And hey, Sean, how you doing? I could do that. And guess what? I could make me some money. They making it look that easy like that. I could do me a little fighting and a little gossiping. If they doing that right there, they getting that type of money for just that. Who all ain't said that in their head? I got it. I'm transparent enough to let you know. I definitely said that in my head 1,000 times. Man, I could get up there and fight me a little bit, and they making that type of money. Only thing we gotta do, babe, is 12 episodes. I even asked my wife, we gotta be transparent this season, y'all, because that's how we get people saved and bring them to God. I know I gotta be trying. Babe, guess what, honey? If we can get up on that show and we can do that and we can make that type of money, this is pre-Jesus, but still, you still said it. You still said it. You gotta be real about it. You gotta be real about it. I know I have, Brandon. I gotta be real. I was wondering once. I'd be like, man, shoot, babe, all we gotta do is pretend to fight a little bit, and shoot, you can make all type of money. But what is that promoting to the world? That's promoting a lot of terrible things to the world. And it's definitely not promoting no growth. Like, how could you, like, that's not promoting growth at all. That's just letting people know that that's basically okay to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to do that. You know, it's okay to be. All they doing is a little fake fighting. Like, that ain't nothing. They pulling a little hair, and they just got paid all that money for pulling a little hair. Like, that's not what it's about. And we don't need to be doing it. So, I'm going to read that one time. The world and the devil are very aware that we feed our souls promises, which is why, junk promises are everywhere. They're heavily marketed. Notice every temptation to sin is a promise of some kind of happiness. Attractively packaged, tasty, through not truly rich covenant, and have a particular allure which you're running low on hope. They deliver a fast buzz of false hope and ruin your appetite for truly healthy promises. And that's what happened. They show you, like I was just saying, they show you what looks good at that moment. And a lot of times we forget. You do. You got money. It looks good. It's money. It's money. Like, there is money behind it. So that's a false hope, because we all think that money is going to last. Well, I used to. Let me say used to. Used to think, because we get on here, people market it. Oh, he's saying he love money. No, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in the past, that's what you would think of. We all got to be transparent here and know that none of us were never perfect, and we all fall short of the glory of the Lord. So in the past, we have all thought of money as being one of those things that no matter how it was, we thought of money any way we can make $1 was okay. And that's not how it works. If you didn't watch a TV show, you thought of some way. There was some way out there, whether it was working or not, if somebody was had that get rich quick scheme or something, that was not, we know that wasn't a part of what we should have been trying to doing too. That's the same thing. You said a very interesting topic. I do a lot of consultations on this topic. Being a holistic is healthy coach. Thanks for sharing. You are what you eat. Yes, you are what you eat. So we got to be very careful about what we eating, what we putting in our. Hey, Sis Daphne, blessings to you. We love you too. Love you. How are you doing today? Yeah, so we got to be careful what we're eating spiritually, guys. That's what this is all about. I'm really just using food as an example, because food and the world as an example, and some TV shows and things as an example. But the whole thing here is being careful what people bring to us, being careful what we pick up on our own, being careful of not becoming so caught up in trying to get rich right away, and God will provide everything for us. So if we're doing everything right for God, He is going to give us everything, the desires of our heart. He's definitely going to give us the desires of our heart. So if the desires of our heart is to be rich, not only with money, but to be rich spiritually, He's going to give us those things as long as we work for it. He's going to give us the tools we need to get what we need. That's what He's going to do. He's going to give us the tools that we need. Uh, at all given times, as long as we desire and keep our mind stayed on Him, anyways. That's what we're all right here. That's what this is about. Trying to intake those things spiritually. He said, what you intake spiritually will show what you produce spiritually. If you take in a rotten things, you produce rotten fruit. That's exactly it right there, Sis Daphne. If you take, Sis Mama Daphne, you come here and you put it all out there on the head. That's what I'm saying. If you take in those things, that's what you're going to produce. You're going to put out those things. So that's the only thing you know. That's the only thing you know. You know no different. You know nothing else. So that's what's going to happen. You're going to put out those things. That's why it's very important that we not let those things in our ear gate, that we not let those things in our eye gate. We not let those people around us who's not ready yet. I'm not saying you be hardened. I'm not saying you harden your heart. I'm not saying you act like you more than nobody. I'm saying that you say, look, right now they're not ready. So let me pray for them. I'm not saying they can't come around you right then and there, but don't stay in that long. Don't stay in that long. Don't stay in that. And especially if you're new to this thing, you never want to stay in this that long. You never want to stay in that space that long. Because I'm telling you, the enemy is very, very crafty, very, very crafty. I went back when I was new to this thing because I thought I was ready. I went back. And before I knew it, I was acting like the boys again. And I had the God said, wait a minute, you're this is not the time for that yet. You haven't even you new to this. You're a baby saint. It's time for you to get into me, get in my word. You got to eat another way right now. I'm feeding you on this end. They trying to feed you another way. No, no, no. This is not the time for that right now. And that's what we got to do. You say, amen, bro, Joe, so well talk about the enemy's tool. Yes, very much so. And you cannot do that. And I like that, babe. Don't compromise your walk. Yes, do not compromise your walk at all for nobody. At all. You can't compromise yourself. You have to be who God has called you to be. Nobody, you can't walk nobody else's walk. They gotta walk, they walk until it's time for them to walk into their gifts and their promises. So until then, we just have to pray. We have to pray, and you gonna get some backlash. I can tell you that you're gonna get some backlash and some retaliation from people. You're going to, because it's a part of the process. You're going to get that. You will get that. I promise you will get that. You just got to be prepared mentally. I know some of us is not. Hey, Bubbles News, how you doing? So glad. Thank you for being here. Yes, and we have to be prepared for that, guys. Be prepared for that because it will come. You're going to get some backlash and retaliation from your change. You are. Because people are going to start the end. So I'm telling you now, don't get weary in your well doing. Keep pressing on for God no matter what. Because I'm telling you, they coming. They're going to come. They're going to try to tell you. They're going to try to stop you. They're going to try to block you from what God has told you that you should be doing already. You're going to have some naysayers come in and they're going to say, oh, you think you holier than thou all of a sudden. Who you think you are? Oh, just 2 years ago, you was preaching, you was smoking weed with me. And now you preaching the gospel. How is that possible? Ain't nobody can change that quick. I bet you behind the scenes they smoking weed. I bet you behind the scenes they backbiting. I bet you behind the scenes they drinking. I bet you behind the scenes they doing this. I bet you behind the scenes, behind the scenes, behind the scenes, behind the scenes. What? Are you serious?
Listen, she won't make it at home or something. I'll come pick you up, don't worry.
Oh my God. I just found out I'm not gonna have a musician today.
What does he need?
Oh my God. I need a musician. That is not good. That is not good. Oh my God, that is not good. Oh. Okay, yeah, so that's just a distraction. Um, now you okay, baby? You alright? I need to know that. Okay, so y'all, but listen here, y'all. But junk promises always disappoint because their buzz is followed by hope. Y'all hear that? It's always followed by a hope. A hope is wait, let me see. But junk promises always disappoint because their buzz is followed by hope, plunged into guilt, shame, and emptiness. They never deliver the happiness they promise because our souls are designed for far better hope. And yet, junk promises can be addicting because our hope plunge can send us back seeking another fast, false buzz, which is a false hope. Yes, and that's what junk promises do. They promise us it's emptiness. Like there are just empty promises. They look good at the moment, but they're not going to turn out for our good. That's what that is. Hey, sis Carla, how you doing? Blessings to you. Welcome in. How are you doing on this marvelous, marvelous afternoon? You said, yeah. Okay, thank you, sis Carla, for being here. Hey, sis Jane, thank you for being back in the building. I appreciate that. Yes, yeah. So it's just like empty promises. That's what it's about. False hope.
Wow, awesome. Wow.
Sorry, guys. You said God's good creation. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I'm just glad to listen in. I live in Indy area, South of Joe.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'm glad to have you here. We are praying. Yes, we are praying, Terrence. We are praying. So I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. Um,
Enjoy that.
Hold on one second. Mm, I see here. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Yeah, so that's what we gotta do, y'all. We just gotta make sure we eat, sucking up all the good things and the good nutrients we need to I can't even find that, to help keep getting us by, help keep us, what I'm saying, help keep us where we need to be uh, in life, because we could easily be so detoured. It's so easy to be detoured, and the enemy is very, very crafty. I mean, he's very, very crafty in what he's doing. I mean, very, very. So we just gotta be very careful who we let in our who we let, you know what I'm saying, in our space. Because it's so easy to get detoured and get pushed off of what you're trying to do. Distractions are you know what I'm saying? They are there. Distractions are, like me. I am a bit distracted right now. So don't let this distraction steal your joy. Keep moving forward. God will place another musician. Thank you, Mama Daphne. I need to hear that. I'm very distracted from that. You just don't know. Let's see. Thank you, Sis Jane, for that.
You're singing like a normal song. It's still out of prospect. What you can't sing because you don't have the music. They understand that. Certain songs have to have music with them. They just say, I won't complain to sing a normal song you always sing. It's not a time to get discouraged. Just sing this normal song you always sing. If you sung songs without it, and just go from there. That's all it is. This is a time of homegoing. Everybody really, it's not about the musicians, it's really about just celebrating the life of the family. That's all, remember sometimes we accept things that we can't change.
I wish I could change this right now. Yeah, so that's what we gotta do. We gotta start making sure that we um suck up those spiritual foods, y'all. We really need to pay more attention to our surroundings and everything that's in our surroundings, and make sure we living by the word of God, because the word of God is what's gonna push us. What's gonna push us? Um, it's gonna push us. It's gonna push us, and it's our instructions. We need that. It's our instructions. And since Carl said, "Amen, bro, Joe," we have to be very careful who we lend our ear to. The devil's out to steal, kill, and destroy. And he think he is slick, but he is no match for the Holy Spirit. Amen. And that's what we got to do. We got to we just got to be mindful of that. We have to be very mindful of that. Very, very mindful of that. Oh, guys, I didn't come on very long. I wasn't going to be here very long today. I have to go get ready for this funeral, get myself ready. I just wanted to be on for about an hour today. I got to be here at 2 o'clock. So I love y'all. And I thank y'all all for coming in today. I really appreciate that so much. I'll be back tomorrow. I already have the StreamYard set up. So I will be back tomorrow. Y'all, y'all pray for me. I love y'all. And y'all have a blessed day. I love everybody. Bye, everybody.